Let me find my forestry real quick. Actually, maybe I should do it this way here. Go into my tasks and gather wood. Want to move that. I just drag it? No. There we go. Change field of work. I'm going to put this out someplace a little bit more useful for the time being, because we've already mowed all those trees down. And then we're going to put our scrap. Once this is built, let's kind of start right by the building here. Keep things quick. Just to get them something to do. Alright, so we're building our scrapyard. We need to have a scrap collector now. That's what gives us our scrap, which I pretty much already have. I kept guys doing that already before. Don't have any reserved water, so it may be a good idea to try and figure out how to get some more water. As it seems like that might be an issue here real soon. Let's see what we have out here. Guys are building here. Everybody's getting their stuff done, looks like.
You can change the working area for the scrapyard too. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
I get what you're saying.
Our people want a place to sleep and live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
Giggity giggity. Oh yeah. Alright, that makes sense. I was trying to do this earlier because I don't want your people to be homeless. So, let's kind of make this kind of the start of town. Because obviously it's going to be kind of the focus of where people are going to be living. So, I don't, as nice as waterfront property is, I kind of think it'd be better to keep them a little more consolidated. I think once all this starts clearing out, they have a big space there. So, I guess for the time being, let's kind of put these in the woods. I actually want to build a couple here. Maybe it's a little overkill. But for the time being, I'd rather have more than I need. Be able to grow into them a little quicker, maybe than if I have to keep waiting to build more houses. So, oh, maybe I'm supposed to build a bunch. Oh, 8. Wow, okay, well. Let's leave a little room for, let's see. I was going to say roads and stuff to get through, but does not look like there's an even gap. I think I messed that up. Okay, so let's delete that, I guess. Or is it already built? No, I guess we'll just keep it as it is. I didn't realize they were already starting to build that real quick. So I guess we gotta build a couple more here. Let's give it a little gap. I just want to make sure I bring people for people to get through. I'm building the city. I want to make it livable here. That's gonna be 9, but you know, symmetry makes the city look nice. Okay, power grid. No power grid within. Okay, so it sounds like the next thing I probably need to do is get some power. Seems like it's going to be a lot bigger endeavor than just building some shacks out of wood here. However, let's see. Resources, electricity down here. But it's not going to let me do it yet. Because I guess I'm not that smart yet. wants me to do everything in their order here, which is alright. There's probably a method to the madness here. Alright, now they're building again.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
So, what's the incentive to use shelters then? Huh. Well, I assume I'm probably going to focus on getting houses and all that then.
Let's return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, one resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Alright, so gotta build a recycler, and since all my scrap for the time being is out here, it would make sense that I build it close by, I assume. I'll build that out there, then I'm sure I gotta assign people to actually do it, yep. But I have nobody, That's unfortunate. How am I doing on food and all that? I probably need to keep people building food regardless. Seems like I'm doing fairly well, so maybe I'll take one of these Fisher dudes. Put him as the refiner. Since I'm already like halfway to max on my food level, so that seems to be growing relatively decently. Oh, maybe these guys aren't working here. Or maybe, what are these guys doing? Running supplies back here, maybe? Not really sure. What are you doing? Can I select you here? Nope, can't like drag and hold and pick people. Alright, guess they don't want to be seen. So, this is the forestry area. Don't seem to have anybody doing that either right now. Oh, because I have no free resources. So let's get rid of one of my builders. We want to keep the wood supply coming in because I need to clear more space. I have room to actually grow a little bit here. Alright, no current tasks right now. Still waiting on the recycler to get built. Oh, let's say it looks built to me. Okay, so we're gonna build some cloth from the looks of it. Silk is recovered from scrap. A recycler or refinery is needed to do this. Okay, takes place at the hemp weaving mill. I'm gonna have to build one of those, sounds like. Protective clothing, which I'm assuming is probably important for winter. Although I'm at season 10, so is that like 3 years already? I'm a little confused on that. How their seasons work. Maybe that's days. Alright. I don't need to set a limit to production. Total number of workers 1. So did I get another free guy who can do this? Yes, I did. Not really. I'm still at 15 population, so unless people are dying. That could be too. I have a couple children, 4 or 5 children, so those should be growing up here pretty soon. Be helpful. Okay. So they're building cloth now. That's good. Doing something productive with your life there. Looks like a homeless camp. That's obviously going to take a little bit. Going back here.
You can instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning. Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools.
Well, I'm sure tools are a good idea.
Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing. A tailor will be able to help us with that.
Alright, so just finished up my second set of cloth. So we'll switch that over to metal if it'll let me here. Assuming it's just free, able to select. And then we want to build a tailor shop. So I would think that should be back in town. Likely would be close to... Let's flip around here. Normal civilized people. So we're gonna put this in line with these guys here. Then we'll make this next building the priority to get that done. Whoop, that's a little quick. And once that's done, let's see. Probably might need some more supplies. Those. This what I need to build it here? 0 of 32? Because I do have a bunch of lumber. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're bringing all supplies for it. Okay, that's interesting. They really break it down that you got to keep track of. I guess it gives you more of a time frame of how far it's done too. So, This is builder mode, workers. Oh, it's just for the bus here, I think. So, alright. Nothing else going on there really important. I do need a tailor. I guess that's where my extra guy's going. Yeah, I need more adults, because at least for the time being, I need more people to gather. Really seems like there's a shortage of that, so I can't get rid of my food people, I'm sure. Grab collectors are important. Forester, these are the guys that are okay, cutting down trees and such. So at least I have one. So it's not just the ones that are not doing anything productive, so that's good. Got some random kids playing around here. That's an adult. What are you doing here? Blacking. The builders, huh? You go talk to your union rep. Okay, so we need to open the view for environmental radioactive contamination.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels: no radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation. The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources. Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand.
And that makes sense. I feel like that's just like every other real-time strategy game.
Brought along from the Endzone are slowly but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that, So we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand
Hmm.
new tools.
So maybe I wasn't supposed to make that guy start collecting metal earlier. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I guess we will throw this one, I guess, right next to it. Makes sense, just keep them together, so we'll put him on cloth, and once these guys get over here to build this, we'll put them on metal. And then we need a workshop. Oh, nope. What is this? So it sounds like it's just assigning enable manufacturing of brand new tools. Okay, so I'll put this towards town. I mean, it's useful for people here. Maybe not a terrible idea to keep this stuff close. Everybody had their tools right on hand. Now, as soon as these guys are done building, I'll have to clear the area still. So I guess there was trees here in the way. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Don't mind me. Just the all-seeing God. Let's see. So I guess I have to. Well, keep getting like. Maybe the kids are growing up. Let's see. I keep getting people here, but these aren't changing. So, let's put. Want me to do one more in refiner. I got my workshop built now, and I need to get a technician to work there. Instructor recycler. I thought I did that, or did I build the wrong thing? Maybe? What is this? Forester's Lodge. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I do need to change this someplace where there's actually trees. Otherwise, this might get kind of awkward. Let's take all these trees. My technician dudes need to make tools, which I just built this here. Those scrap tools looks like it's already. Oh, so I assume this is probably better to make the metal tools out of wood and such. Let them finish that one real quick, just in case, you know, always have backup tools. Then as soon as that's done, we'll pop that over to metal. And make sure this guy's doing metal here. That one's doing cloth, okay. So that's doing what they're supposed to here. And then I just need to make a couple tools, looks like. And he's still making scrap tools. Do I not have any metal? There's tools. Medication. This is all more advanced stuff, looks like. No, it says I have 2 metal, so I don't know why. Oh, now it's doing it. If it's not showing up on my objective, so. Or maybe that's still building the first one. I'll assume that was just how many that's been built so far, but. That one back to 0. Huh. That's a little odd. Okay. But I guess it's moving up this way, so it's doing what it's supposed to do, so. How's that water doing? Are we still in a drought? Yeah, it looks pretty dry. Vacation attractiveness?
We are now prepared to work effectively. Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from scrap instead of metal. Though they won't be quite as effective, It's still better than being forced to work with bare hands.
For sure.
Down in the end zone, we had sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly. But our children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned.
That's
As a
overrated.
result, they will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
Work more better. Okay. They don't need schools. They could grow up on the school of hard knocks out here. Get to learn by survival of the fittest. But if we must, let's, I guess, put this near the housing, because I feel like that crops are in the way now. I should be further out of town, but let's see. So we will flip this around. Everybody else is facing this way, so we need to leave a break this way for them then. Maybe I should go this way. Life decisions here. Well, go here. Make it happen. Make that priority. Couple more adults. Oh, so all my children grew up finally. Okay. That's good. That means I have a couple extra people. Guess one of them has to be a teacher, so I guess there's already somebody smart here. And let's see. The time being. Asks. Got two guys doing this right now. One guy gathering scrap. I need to, it looks like, move this now. There's a lot of scrap over here. So, maybe I put that in a bad spot then, because this wasn't a lot of scrap. Still isn't a lot of scrap here, so should still be quicker than trying to pull it all back here. Let me just make sure. Okay, that's almost cleared out.
Perfect. Besides the fact that educated children work more effectively, we'll also teach them to be more careful with their protective clothing and tools. This, in turn, leads to them staying intact longer, and we conserve valuable resources.
Okay.
Now that the population is starting to grow, we ought to again turn our attention to the topic of food production. We're already accumulating fish and tilling our fields. A gatherer's cabin will now enable us to gather mushrooms and berries from the forest nearby.
Okay, so guess we're gonna become well, we have the hunting down. Well, not really, we have fishing, but make the gatherers here. Okay, so let's do it. We got to get some food, I'm assuming here. Yep, gathering cabin. Oh, so all these bushes are food. So maybe I shouldn't just automatically just tear away up all the... Ooh, just chopped down a tree down here? Huh. That's sketchy. Okay, so... Ooh, life decisions here. I guess... Oh man, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, what's done is done. Let's see if we can gather up everything out of here before they tear everything down, because I want to get rid of all those trees and expand out that way. Seems like the most suitable way to go about this, since this is already starting to clear out a little bit, and there's another lake over here. I'm sure I'll probably want to build some more water resources over here. But, let's see, I need to build some gatherers. Bring them up real quick. And then get some berries and mushrooms, so I guess we're waiting for those. Very quiet game. And immediately somebody started singing. Alright, Google. Okay, getting dark. So water seems to be doing good. Everything's all maxed out here. I probably don't need 5 workers. Why does it show 5? Oh, because the water carriers. Well, maybe we can bump one of these down for the time being. Maybe we should go to 3. Whew. We risk it. That's fine. If we start running low on water, I'll just keep an eye on this up here. 'Cause I feel like we could probably use those guys to better use somewhere else. Maybe I don't know where yet, but somewhere. Although honestly, if I get some more foresters and a couple of these scrap collectors, like that'd be really useful to get this moving along here. Alright, so gather wood. We're going to let's knock out this area here. That's the next place I need to go.
Very good. As you can see, the Gatherer's Cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly. But watch out. After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown. As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time.
Okay, so, the working area, so you can't move the building though. Probably just tear it down and rebuild it later.
Sufficiently supplied at the moment, our survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
Okay. So, building an orchard, which I'm sure is going to take a lot of space again. Let's not plant it in the middle of town this time. It might be a good place where we just cleared out all those trees to the east over here. I don't know what's going to come on down here, but I want to keep it close to water, I'm sure. That's all going to go that way. So, yeah, let's see if we can't, like, maybe plant next to all these mountains. And then we have to, I'm sure, assign somebody here. Oh, so you just automatically do it from there. Okay. Huh. Looks like I already did do it, but double check this here. Food, farmer, I already have a farmer. Oh, maybe I need 2 because I have to have one for the, okay, yeah, it makes sense. One for the fields and one for the orchard. And I need some seeds, so looks like I'm growing some plums. Oh, yep, choose.
The orchard has been laid out, and the trees are already beginning to grow. Similar to crops for farming, trees need some time until they are fully grown. But once they have grown, they can be harvested again and again until they have to be newly planted.
Okay.
Our Gatherer's Cabin gathers food from the surrounding forests. However, there are any number of other plants there which we can use as well. These plants can be gathered by an herbal hut. The herbs gathered there can be consumed by settlers to replenish their health.